everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a general love reading, guys. I was just drawn to do this one. No particular subject. I'm just going to open it up to my angel guides and see what comes forward. So general, as always, please keep that in mind throughout the reading. Take from it what resonates for you personally and release what doesn't. I'll be using a whole bunch of different decks. I will list them down below in the description box, of course. All right, so whoever it is that you're thinking about, the very first deck that I'm drawn to use is my Dating Scene Oracle. So let's see what that vibe looks like, all right? We have Selfie Queen. Maybe somebody is the type of person who loves to take pictures. It could be a Divine Feminine. Selfie Queen. And maybe there's this huge presence on social media. Let's see what else. Whoops, I've got this card flying towards me and it's now falling on the floor. There we go. So this one says World Traveler. Does not stay long, moves on to new adventures. Again, I'm still feeling a Divine Feminine energy. If you relate to this, maybe you love to travel. Maybe you don't really stick around as far as being in one city or country or state too long. I'm also feeling for some of you, you could be traveling for work, or you just really love to visit different parts of the world. Let's see here. Let's see what else. And then we have loud, definitely not the soft spoken type. Okay. I'm still wanting to see where this goes here. Give me another card, please, angels. We have caffeine, not a morning person. So take any part of that, of course, that makes sense. Phone is on D and D until after 11 a.m. So somebody could be super moody until they've had coffee, or they could be the type of person who likes to sleep in and get their day started a little bit later in the day. And then once they do get to that point where they're ready to interact with people, take phone calls, or even hop onto social media, interact, go to work, whatever the case might be, that's when they might click into this type of vibe where they tend to be more boisterous, louder, not so soft-spoken, as we can see right there. Let me grab one more. We do have a love-struck Divine Masculine, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here and see what we can learn about this situation. I'm feeling for some of you that you might have met online. This could have been online dating as well, maybe. All right, so let's grab some insight. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot for the collective, whoever is in need of these messages. Ooh, we've got the Four of Wands. That's a very nice energy. So what I'm already seeing here, and it's even referenced here, is that this could possibly be a twin flame connection. So going back to this card where somebody doesn't stick around, somebody doesn't stay long, I feel that might have resulted in a possible separation for the two of you. That doesn't necessarily mean that you guys wanted to break up. It could simply indicate that somebody needed to travel for whatever reason. Again, it could have something to do with work obligations, but they are thinking about you. And this can also reference a desire to come back into union. Let's see here. Yeah, we do see the Five of Wands. That is followed by the Two of Swords. We're also seeing the Four of Pentacles. And now we're seeing the Hangman. So that combination, what I'm ultimately getting here is the two of you might have had to part ways not necessarily due to a disagreement or argument. Again, it might have something to do with travel. I'm just getting that here based off of these messages. And it's got something to do with somebody's work obligations. I'm getting that as well. We do see with the Four of Pentacles, this wealth fixation, where somebody's really focused on their income, their finances. Maybe they have struggled with their finances or struggled to find a job. And now that they've got either employment or things are finally starting to take off in their career, what might be contributing to some issues here and putting a stop or a hold on the relationship itself could be due to work obligations. So again, very specific energy that I'm seeing here. You guys needed to spend time apart in order for this person to focus on their goals, their own agenda perhaps, or that might even be something that you needed to focus on. We clearly see some competition here, whether that competition is in the work environment or other people getting in the way, which is why things don't seem to be progressing. But I feel that you guys do think of each other. That's presenting itself here. We do see the Tower coming through. So yeah, this created that upheaval. It created a separation between the two of you. This wasn't an easy thing to go through. And Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. So if this is what was going on between you and your masculine, we clearly see here that we have a masculine who cares for you. They are love-struck. They're in love with you. But maybe they put their career first instead of the relationship. That could have contributed to the separation, and it could have been the feminine who cut the masculine out, or it could have just been a mutual decision. But with the Four of Wands, I feel there's an opportunity somewhere down the line where we can reestablish the foundation of the relationship, and life might just present you guys with the opportunity to come back together. So that's what I'm getting with that batch of cards. Let's dig a little bit deeper and let's see what else we can find out when it comes to this connection. So how are they feeling about you and the connection itself? We already see from the masculine that they're still drawn to you. You're still very much a part of their heart space, Divine Feminine. So let's go ahead and take a look at that energy. So I want to first focus on the masculine and how they're feeling about the connection, the chemistry, the attraction. They say opposites attract when it comes to you and I. That is 100% on point. So maybe they weren't expecting to fall in love with you or be attracted to you, but it happened. There's something about you, Divine Feminine, that is very alluring, that they really feel drawn to. Let's see what else. Let's grab one more card on behalf of the masculine. And we have the Ice Queen here. Only true love can soften a broken heart. And what I'm getting here, Divine Feminines, is if a masculine decided to walk away or end things for whatever reason. And again, what we've seen is a separation due to maybe travel, or you guys parted ways. Either it was other responsibilities, it might have something to do with work obligations, or it could have been other people, okay? But I feel a feminine is definitely feeling heartbroken over the fact that you guys are not together. I feel like grabbing one more. Let me see. One more card. So we're focusing on the masculine right now. And this masculine perhaps knows that they hurt you. Look at this. And now we've got the snowman. The ultimate snow job. Don't believe a word they say. All right. So maybe this is a masculine in this particular scenario anyway, that's presenting itself here, that they were not exactly truthful with their intentions, and maybe now they recognize that they really messed up and that they still love you. All right, so let's grab some tarot and see what's up. I'm pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. So you're both very cold in energy. We see that here, but I feel for very different reasons. In this scenario, we do see a masculine who didn't have the best intentions. You know, they could have been manipulative. They could have been the shady type. You know, they were not being honest with you. And maybe Divine Feminine, you trusted this person. You gave your all and you gave your heart. We do see an opposites attract connection, and then they ended up hurting you. And so now you've built these walls around yourself maybe. So let's grab some tarot here. Yeah, you guys definitely spent time apart. I feel it's the feminine that might have let go, but it could have also been a masculine who decided to end things, possibly because of other obligations or other people. Yeah, this is independence. This is breaking free, perhaps, from a situation in order to go your own way. So somebody is feeling that independent solo type vibe. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel for this scenario, focusing on the masculine, that they want to be able to change things up. They want to be able to do something to return, Divine Feminine, in order to come back towards you. I feel they do regret some of their actions here. They do regret hurting you. And if there were other people, let's just say this could have been a third-party situation. Whenever I see that, and I'm picking up off of that Six of Pentacles, this is equality right here. Two people who are on the same page, who are equally invested in the relationship. But if they were not being truthful, if they had one foot out the door, if they were investing their time with other connections or other things like their career and not giving their all to the partnership, then that's not equality. And I feel this is a masculine who recognizes this now, and they want to maybe ask for forgiveness or to let you know that they do intend to invest fully this time. Look at this. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Fool. So they definitely want a new beginning here. And we see the Two of Cups, simply clarifying that they still love you, or they've now recognized just how much they actually do love you. So they want a fresh start. They know that it's up to them perhaps to do something about this, to take that first step. And they're telling you here, they recognize that this is a part of the formula in order for this relationship to make it, is for you guys to work together and be on the same page. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself from the masculine. Let's go ahead and see when it comes to the feminine. So Divine Feminine, I'll be using the same deck here, the Infernos and Icicles Romance Oracle here. And this one's on sale until December 1st, guys. So if you do like this deck, grab it while it's discounted, all right? So let's see, for the feminine. Divine Feminine. They say a kiss is just a kiss, but that is simply untrue, because the only kiss that matters is the one I get from you. So there is something about that that's coming through here. The kiss, the intimacy, those special moments that you've shared. Look at the next card here, guys. So we do have the Glacier Prince, wounded by an old flame, very cold exterior, desires everlasting love. Now that could have been the reason, Divine Feminine, why this masculine ended up hurting you, because they had some unhealed issues from past experiences. So here you both are in this very cold energy, and I do feel that unless this masculine takes the time to really heal that part of them, they could ultimately repeat that pattern. Okay, so you're picking up off of that energy, Divine Feminine, knowing full well that they had issues from the past that they carried forward, but you're still very drawn to your masculine. You're still thinking about those times that you were together intimately. Okay, so let's grab some additional tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2. This one has since been revised, so the newer version is actually really nice. I love that one. I haven't had a chance to get it. All right. We've got the Magician. That is followed by the Hermit. So Divine Feminine, if you relate to this, maybe you've been doing a lot of soul searching in the meantime, or spending time on your own. You could be single right now as well. But what it is, I feel that you're focusing on could be wanting to rekindle the relationship with your masculine. And the Magician is going to be able to possibly help you with that. But the masculine has to definitely be on board as well. They have to be able to work on themselves. We do have the Lovers. Ace of Swords. I really like these cards. We've got the Three of Pentacles, so that's resurfacing. And the Three of Cups. So I do feel, Divine Feminine, you as well want a new beginning. It's like hitting the reset button for you and your masculine. No doubt the attraction is here. We see that with the Lovers card. I feel you have a lot of love in your heart for your masculine as well. But there could have been some choices that were made that were not the best at the time, that you guys might have gone your separate ways. And this right here, it's giving you the opportunity to really see things very clearly. I do feel that there will be an opportunity for you guys to start things up again. Very nice energy with the Knight of Cups, very romantic. And look at that, we've got the Fool's energy once again. So you both have the chance to have a new beginning here in this relationship. Even though you might have parted ways, even though you might have spent time apart, this could have actually been very healing, that you are not together at this point in time. There might not be any contact. Maybe you haven't seen each other in a while. I feel it's quite beneficial for the masculine to heal their heart space or whatever it is that they've gone through in the past in order to be a better partner for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue here and see what needs to be expressed, okay? So I will be pulling from the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. I want to focus once again on the Divine Masculine and what it is that they would want to say to you, Divine Feminine. All right, what do they want to say? Music. I'm sending you messages through songs. So that could be significant for some of you. I'm feeling as well that your masculine could be a musician. Maybe they play an instrument. They could be gifted as a singer, whatever the case might be. Music could be a huge part of their life. Maybe that's what brought you two together. That could be a common love that you both have. But there's definitely something in the songs that you're hearing, especially the lyrics, when it comes to what the masculine wants to share with you through those songs. That's pretty cool. Let me grab one more here. One more message from the Divine Masculine, please. One more message from the masculine. We have unfinished business to take care of. Okay, and it is that unfinished business that draws them back to you, Divine Feminine. All right, so let's clarify that. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, focusing on the Divine Masculine for this collective reading. King of Cups. Wow, that is followed by the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, this is clarification that this masculine might have decided to walk away from you, but they have since worked through themselves, perhaps learning some pretty major lessons here. And they're now coming through as this emotionally mature and more balanced divine masculine. And again, I feel that time apart could have done the two of you a whole world of good. And their heart is now fully open to loving you, divine feminine. Maybe they weren't before. Here's our Three of Cups again. So there's something to celebrate here. Okay, we do see the Ace of Swords. So your masculine has now seen things from a very different light, I feel. They certainly have had clarity over this. They recognize their past actions, their past behaviors, and ultimately what it is that they would need to do in order to bring the two of you back together. If there was a third party, or if their obligations were elsewhere, like their career, and they weren't able to dedicate themselves fully to the partnership, I feel they've been able to manage a lot better, being able to prioritize better, to put you first, divine feminine. Okay, so I really do feel this is a masculine who is ready to claim their power to do something about this. Divine feminine coming in with the energy of the high priestess, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Here's our Knight of Cups again. So this is a masculine who definitely wants to bring the romance in. They maybe are planning to resurface in your life. They definitely want things to move forward and to turn around in this situation. And I'm getting from my feminines, maybe you've been feeling this very strong message or vibe from your masculine. It could be energetically, it could be telepathically, it could be astrally. However you are feeling your masculine's energy, I have a feeling you've been knowing or feeling something is up or is about to happen when it comes to your divine masculine here. Look at this. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. This could be an indication of what I was saying earlier, that maybe they're very successful in their work environment, their career. They've made a name for themselves. So that's fantastic if they really are successful in that way. But I feel with the masculine coming in as the King of Cups, they're tapped into their emotions now, you know, whereas before they might not have been. Because right now what I'm seeing is they're ready to dedicate themselves to the love aspect of this partnership. And they're now ready to bring in that equality. Look at that. Okay, so they recognize this and they're really wanting this reunion. And as we saw earlier, this could be possibly a twin flame connection. Regardless of the type of relationship that this is, it is coming through that their desire to return and have a reunion with you, divine feminine, that's quite prominent. They know that they're going to have to put in the work here, but this is clarification that they love you. This is true love for them, and they recognize that now, and they also know that it's going to take time to be able to fix this, but fix it they will. Okay, so here's the reference to the Temperance. Some of you could be dealing with Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius in your own chart. We're also seeing water energy with the King of Cups. So we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Whatever the signs are, I feel this could be slow progress, but progress nonetheless. So just hang tight when it comes to your divine masculine. I feel they will do what is necessary in order to fix the partnership. Bottom of the deck, look at that. We've got the Six of Wands. So there's success here, guys, when it comes to this partnership. So that looks really nice, tapping into the energy of the masculine there. All right, so let's grab some additional dialogue on behalf of the feminine now. So divine feminine, what is it that you would like to share from your heart space when it comes to the masculine? Whoops, I'm dropping cards here. Angels and spirit guides, please. for the Divine Feminine. What are the words that need to come through? So we have hidden emotions from your side, Divine Feminine, and that could make sense, especially if there has been no contact and you've been holding your feelings in. This love is crazy. It could certainly have been very intense. Maybe this love connection came in unexpectedly for you, and when it did, it just rocked your world in a very good way, you know. But something also happened here that might have resulted in the two of you going your separate ways. I text, then erase. So I feel for my feminines, maybe this is something that you can relate to, where you wanted to reach out and communicate with your masculine, but maybe you felt that you really wanted them to do the legwork, that you really wanted them to reach out to you. Okay, so let's clarify that as well. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the Divine Feminine this time. So there's a lot in your heart space, perhaps, that you feel when it comes to your masculine, but just haven't been able to express it. Not fully, anyway. Oh, wow. We've got the Two of Cups, and that is followed by the Eight of Cups. So it really depends on how this played out for you, because we're seeing them come through in both readings for the masculine and the feminine. Whoever decided to walk away now recognizes that this really is a very special type of love connection. The reference to, you know, the career and finances earlier, the feminines could also be affected by that, because this can represent what it is that feeds your soul, what it is that you're passionate about by your vocation and your career. For some of you, maybe you just started a new job, but I also feel that as far as a particular goal that you have in mind, one of them certainly is to be able to come back together with a masculine, because there's still so much love here. So much love. But we do have the Two of Swords representing itself here. So Divine Feminines, maybe you have felt that the reason why this is at a stalemate and why it's stuck could be that you're waiting for your masculine to take that first step. I'm getting here that there's a good chance that they will. But it's also really difficult for you to just be waiting for things to happen. And I feel that's where this is coming from, you know, especially when you're feeling impatient and you just pour your heart out over that text, and then you realize, okay, no, I really shouldn't send this. And then you just get rid of the text and not send it. I feel you've worked very hard on yourself, addressing your fears, your anxieties, and whatever has stressed you out over this whole situation. But this is something that you're working on with that Four of Swords. Taking a break from the drama, taking a break from what has stressed you out. And then we've got the Six of Swords. So I really like that, because it is a part of your healing journey here, Divine Feminine. You've worked really hard to move on from the heartache and the pain, especially when you and your masculine might have parted ways. That could have been a mutual decision, or either one of you decided to walk away, because it's coming through for both sides. So healing for sure. Judgment, wow. And then we've got the Chariot. So I feel that there's a really good outcome to this, Divine Feminine, when it comes to the relationship with your masculine. This, of course, representing movement. So even though we've got no movement with the Two of Swords, eventually things are going to progress and start moving in the right direction for the two of you. This Judgment card, I do feel that that is representing a masculine from your past who wants to come back, who who wants to apologize for their actions or words that they've said to you that could have been very hurtful. And they themselves have gone through some sort of transition in their life, and they're wanting to come back. They're wanting to talk to you. They perhaps are really hoping for a second chance, a reconciliation. And here is our Lovers card. So we have Gemini coming through as well. We also have the Strength card. You could be dealing with any of these signs. We've got Cancer, we've got Gemini, we've got Leo, and now we've got Aquarius coming through with the Fool's energy. So I feel from both sides, the masculine and feminine, you both would like to start over and maybe just let bygones be bygones and move on from the past. I feel for my feminines, perhaps this is going to be a little bit difficult, being patient and just asking you to not do anything hastily at this moment. I feel it falls on the masculine to be able to reach out and take action. And of course, the Lovers card, it's about their love for you or your love for them, the romance, the attraction. I feel you guys were overall very compatible. You have your choices to make, Divine Feminine, and so does the masculine. I feel it is those choices that could ultimately lead you guys back to each other. And lastly, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So that is clarification here, guys, that there's a really good chance for things to turn around. This, of course, representing the fact that you guys are still destined to reconnect. I feel you were destined from the very beginning to have met anyway. But it does seem that despite some of the ups and downs that you guys have been through, that there's a really good chance for a reunion here to be able to rekindle the partnership. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys, with some lyrical messages. We did see that one message focusing on music. All right, so let's grab some songs here that might really speak to some of you. I'll be starting off with my Heart Songs deck. This one is the Volume 1 version. All right, here we go. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for the collective, what are some songs that represent today's energy in this reading? Okay. Endless Love by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. I love it. Bottom of the deck, we have Obsessed by Dan and Shay. If you guys haven't heard that song, I absolutely love it. It's a great song. All right, let's grab a couple more from the Heart Songs of the 90s, and then we'll go ahead and break down these lyrics here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for the collective. What are some additional songs that could come through, reflective off of the energy of today's reading? You guys definitely had some challenges, some ups and downs, but I feel there's a really good chance at love once again. Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. All right, so all of these songs so far making a lot of sense here. All right, let's grab one more. And we have Just Another Day by John Cicada. Okay, let's read through these. So what we're seeing, of course, with this very popular version of Endless Love by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross, two hearts that beat as one. Our lives have just begun. And forever, forever, I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. This reminds me of the masculine that came through as being love-struck, you know, and unable to really move on beyond this connection, you know, always having love for the feminine despite everything that's happened. And then we have Candles Burning, Ruby Red, Sheets Are Falling Off the Bed, Run Your Fingers Through My Hair, I Know What You're Thinking, Take Me There, You hypnotize me with your touch, and I can never get enough of you. It's true. So there is that obsessiveness, that almost addictive type quality to this message where I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking of those intimate moments that we have shared. And remember this message from the feminine reading. They say a kiss is just a kiss, but that is simply untrue, because the only kiss that matters is the one I get from you. So that could be part of the obsession. It's like, I don't want anyone else. This is the person I want, and hopefully if it's meant to be, then they will resurface and return. And then we have this message from Unbreak My Heart. Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back my smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. The nights are so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. Isn't it interesting that through the Endless Love lyrics where it says, I'll hold you close in my arms. And then of course this one referencing pretty much the same thing. I need your arms to hold me now. So it's almost like you guys are speaking to each other. You know, it's like, I miss you holding me and I miss holding you. And then lastly, we've got Just Another Day by John Cicada. Mornings alone. When you come home, I breathe a little faster every time we're together. It'd never be the same if you're not here. How can you stay away so long? Why can't we stay together? Just give me a reason. Give me a reason. You know, so that could have been something that either of you might have thought about. It's like, why did we have to part ways to begin with? You know, it's been such a long time since we've talked, since we've interacted, but the love, the attraction, the chemistry is clearly still here. And I feel that's the very thing that could ultimately bring you guys back together, because there's this magnetic pull that hasn't gone away. All right, guys, so I hope that makes sense for you, whoever this resonates with. If you are interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. That information is down below in the description box. That's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care.